So let me log into the PC01 now, PASSWRD@123. Okay. So after the VMware installation, my system got restarted now. See, it has become full screen. Now, first and foremost thing what we have to do, we have to check what is my computer name. So to check the computer name, there are two ways. One is you can go to the graphics here, this PC you can go and go to the my computer properties, and there also you can check the computer name. Okay. Another easy option is just go to the command prompt, go to run and type cmd and then type a command called host name. If you type a command called host name and if you hit enter, you will get the computer name. See, your computer is telling your computer name is desktop C08H0UM. If you look at here, here is a different name, and on the VMware console it is a different name. Here it says PC01, but here it says desktop something something it shows. So you should have uniformity. Whatever name is there in the VM, the same name should be there inside the operating system, because when you pull the server report and all, whatever names is appearing in the VMware workstation or VMware console, that is we will always consider. Okay, but application works inside name, whatever name is inside now on this actually. So just to have the uniformity, then what we will do, we will rename this computer to the proper naming convention. So to rename the computer, there are two ways again. One was I was telling you this one. See, how to check the computer name, I said two things. One is just go to this PC, right click, go to properties. Okay, and then you will see the computer name option there, system advanced settings. See here, you see your computer name is, device name is desktop-c08, like this. So quick thing is easy na, just go to the command prompt and type host name. See, so fast it is. Host name, sorry, see, it is very easy. Okay, so now if you want to rename a computer, what you have to do, once you go to this property screen, there you have system advanced settings. Here go to the system advanced settings and then go to the computer name here, and then you see the full computer name is desktop-c08h0um. Then you click on change option here and then rename it, change it here, you need to change the name. So this is very lengthy. You need to go to my computer, open this PC, go to properties, and then go to system advanced settings, and then go to rename option. Correct? Huh? So instead of that, we always prefer you to do with the command prompt. The command prompt, there is a command called sysdm dm.cpl. If you type this one, directly the renaming window will open. See, computer name window came. Now click on change option and here just type PC01 and you click on OK. As soon as you click on OK, the computer will get renamed, and to make the changes in all the registry and the DLL, so it will ask you to restart the computer. You need to restart the computer in order to reflect the new name everywhere in the inside the operating system. So now let us wait for this restart to happen. Just after finishing up the restart, once you go back to the command prompt again and just type a command called host name, and you will see the new name which is reflected there. The name is PC01. So that is how simple renaming the computer. So renaming the computer is very very important. You have to rename the computer according to the office or your company standard. Okay, each and every company will have their own standards, naming standards. So according to that you need to rename. You can ask, initially you can ask your team what is the naming standard, what name I should give, like that. So they will suggest you, then you can follow the going forward, you can follow the same fashion. Okay, now if I go to command prompt cmd then type a command called host name. See, it got renamed to PC01. Next one is how I would like to keep it in the network. Okay, let me check what is the IP address I have got. There is a command called ipconfig. If you type the ipconfig a command, it will show you what is the IP address the computer has got now. See, the computer has got the IP address 192.168.230.128. This is not given by me. This is given by automatically. Who has given? If you want to check, type a command called ipconfig/all. One more switch you need to add. So once you run the ipconfig/all, you will see the IP address again. See, IPv4 is this one, 192.168.230.128, and you see there is a DHCP server. Who is the DHCP server? 192.168.230.254. So this person is the person who has given the IP address to this computer. So I told you yesterday there are two ways of assigning the IP address. One is static IP, and another one is manual IP. Dynamic IP. So static means you yourself adding the IP address. Dynamic means you are not adding the IP address, but some on behalf of you there is a service called DHCP assign the IP address. So if you add the IP address, that IP address will be there for long time, lifetime of the computer. Until and unless someone remove the IP address, it will be there. But if a DHCP server gives the IP address, that will be there for certain duration, like 8 days. That 8 days we will call it as lease duration. Okay, so now I don't want this IP address to be dynamic. I would like to add it static IP. Then how to add the IP address to the computer? Very simple. You need to open the network interface card. There are two ways of opening the network interface card. One is graphics. Right side you see the down arrow here in the corner. You see this computer option, no? Network interface access here. Right click on this network interface. Go to open network and internet setting. There you have change adapter options. Then you have to go to the network interface card, right click, go to properties, and then here TCP v4 v6. So select v4, go to properties, and you see here once you select this first option, no? If it is selected the first option, it will be grayed out. See, you are not able to add any IP address. That means the computer is set to get the IP address automatically. That is the reason the DHCP has given the IP address, because the first option is selected. If you want to add manually, then you can select the second option. Use the following IP address. Once you click on this one, everything will be enabled. Then you type 192.168.190.10 or 21. See, automatically once you press the tab option, so automatically the subnet path populated. You can give 192.168.190.11. Okay. So this is how you need to add. So this is the manually if you go to UI via. Okay. So another easy option is there. You can just do via command prompt. Type a command called ncpa.cpl, network control panel.cpl. Directly the network interface card opens here. See, now double click on it, go to properties, go to IPv4 here, and select the second option. Use the following IP address. Now add the IP address 192.168.190.21, 192.168.190. Gateway will be always 1. Okay, and give some DNS if you have, otherwise that's okay. Okay, apply and okay. Now you have added the IP address. How to check the IP address? Command you need to run ipconfig, and you see 192.168.190.21, 255, 255, 255.0, and gateway 192.168.190.1. So I am good with the IP address now. Okay, so that is how you need to add the IP address. Next one is we need to check the drives we have created, now 2 drives. Let me check how many drives I can see in my computer. If you go to this PC, see, out of 60 GB, we have created 2 drives. But here you can only see only one drive. You created 50 GB, it is there, but another 10 GB disk you are not able to see. You need to make sure that disk is available. What you have to do, you have to go to command prompt cmd and type disk mgmt.msc, disk management.msc. You will get this disk management wizard opens, and you see here one is C drive 50 GB is there, another one is 10 GB is there. It's a basic data partition is there, but it has not got any drive letters. There should be some drive letter, no, D, E, F. Right click on it, change the drive letter and path, open it, click on add, select E drive or whatever drive. Now you see, if you close this one, our local disk E came already now. See here, format the disk. Now you see the local disk E came up and it is of 10 GB, it is empty. This is how you do the partitions, creating the partitions. This is all for the fresh build. For the rebuild or reimaging, you don't need to do all these things because already drives are created, some letters will be there. Okay, so one thing. The next thing is time zone. You need to make sure which time your computer is there now. See here, now the time is 8:26 a.m. So it is an Indian standard time. Imagine if you are working for an American company, so the timing should be American timing, correct? Na? Just right click on here, go to adjust date and time, and you see here time zone. UTC plus 5:30 means it is IST timing. So what we have to do, say imagine you are working for an American company or European company, you can just imagine you are working for an European company. So I'll go with Netherlands time or Denmark time plus 1:30. See here, UTC plus 1:30 Amsterdam, Berlin, Bern, Rome, Stockholm, Vienna. So this is the European timing plus UTC plus 1. So they are almost 4.5 hours late than us actually. Now the timing, now today is in India, it is for 8:30, right? Maybe there around 4:30 or 5 o'clock now. See, as soon as I change the time zone, you can see the time from here, the time will get changed to 8:27 to some other timing. See, it is 4 o'clock there. I told you, no, it is 4 o'clock because they are 4 hours behind us. For them, the day will start 4 hours late. When for us, when the 12 o'clock is there, for them it is 6 o'clock. Okay, like that it is. So now this is how you need to change the time zone. Okay, let me put it back to American hour timing plus 5:30. So now it is back to 8:28. Okay, this is how you need to change the time zone. Next one is how to create the local users and grant access to the computers. Okay, that is very easy. Either you can go to this PC, right click on this PC, go to manage. Once you click on manage, you will see multiple options here. You see local users and groups, you need to select local users and groups, go to the users. If you create the users here, this is called as local users. If you create the users in the Active Directory, I will show you, I will tell you maybe after 2-3 days, okay? That is domain users. So if somebody asks you which user, you need to ask whether the local user or the domain user. Local user means the sense the user account will be created in the local computers, in your computer, my computer or someone else's computer, not in the Active Directory, okay? So here what I will do, I will create one user called Sanju. Password I will give PASSWORD @123, PASSWORD @123. Okay, user must not change the password. Okay, correct, done. See, I have created a new user called Sanju. This user is called as local user. Now I want to grant access to Sanju to this computer. Go to groups here. Here multiple access are there. See, access control, assistant operator, administrator access, backup operator access. Depend upon the usage. If you want to be an administrator of the computer, you can click on administrator and add the user Sanju. Or if you want to give him a backup operator, if you want to do the backup operations, just go to the backup operator, open it and add the user Sanju. Or you just need the remote desktop access, just RDP, no other access. Just open the remote desktop users and add the user. So in my case, I would like to add Sanju as an administrator. Then I will double click on the administrator and click on add option here. Then I'll do Sanju. I'll search Sanju here. See Sanju, PC01/Sanju, because the user is created inside the PC01. If it is domain, then the domain would have come, like Microsoft/Sanju would have come. I'll show you that maybe upcoming days. So click on OK, apply, done. See, now Sanju has got administrator access. See, Sanju is part of administrator group, then he has got administrator access. Sanju will be able to log into this computer without any issues now. Okay, that is how you need to give access. Last one, right? I was talking about domain joining, na? So what I will do, let me power on this DC01. This is old domain controller. I have used it for previous batch. So just to show you how to domain join a computer, I would power on this DC01 and I will try to domain join this PC01. I'll show you that how to do the domain joining. So if I do that, we will be done with the post build activities. So let this power on. Now my computer got restarted. I mean started DC01. Let me log into this DC01. See, it is Microsoft domain. Okay, Microsoft/administrator. Let me log in, password @123. Password @123. Okay, I have logged in. See what we have to do when if you want to domain join, okay. So you need to know the IP address of the server, because in this DNS is installed. Okay. So let me check what is the IP address of this computer. ipconfig. IP address is 192.168.190.30. So this is your DNS, because in this domain controller we have also installed the DNS. So DNS is a service. Okay. What it will do? It will see, normally when we browse any website, we will call it as www.facebook.com or instagram.com or microsoft.com we will place. Computer will not understand the names, strings doesn't understand. Okay, computer doesn't understand the strings, they will only understand zeros and ones. But human being, for us it is difficult to remember the numbers. So just to come out of this issue, what we have done, there is a service called DNS. That DNS, when you type www.facebook.com, that will resolve that name into an IP address, so that computer will understand that. Okay, that is called as DNS. I will explain you that when we do the DNS class, but for now just remember, DNS means it's a resolution service. It will resolve this name to the IP address. Okay, so copy this one, 192.168.190.30, go to the PC01 which you want to domain join. Okay, so if you want to domain join, the computer should have the DNS address here. If you go to ncpa.cpl, I have not added the DNS previously. Double click on Ethernet 0, go to properties, go to the IPv4. You see here it is blank, DNS is blank, preferred DNS server. See, this is blank. I need to add 192.168.190.30. Okay, if you add this one, then only the domain join will happen. Now I don't add, let me close this. I'll show you whether it will happen or not. Go to the command prompt, type a command called sysdm.cpl. the same renaming option now. But here now click on change. Now instead of computer name, select this work group and domain here. Domain, add microsoft.com. If you click on OK, click on yes, it throws an error. An Active Directory domain controller ADDC for the domain Microsoft.com could not be contacted. Means now we are trying to look for a domain called Microsoft.com. But now since there is no DNS address, this computer is unable to know who's this Microsoft.com, because there is no DNS. There is nobody is there to tell what is the IP address of this Microsoft.com, so that it go and talk to the domain controller and it will get allow the authentication, right? But it is not happening. Why? There is no DNS entry added. Now let me give ncpa.cpl and give the DNS address back now. Open Ethernet 0, go to properties, go to TCP/4, add the DNS 192.168.190.30. Just click on OK, apply, done. Now you have added the DNS entry. Now if I just click on OK here, if I click on OK, now it will get resolved. See, it will ask username and password. See, now it is asking the username and password. What happened now? When I click on Microsoft.com, the request went to the DNS. To here it came here. Here see tools. Inside there is a DNS service. See DNS. The request came here. So it is looking for a domain called Microsoft.com. See, Microsoft.com is here. And see here, the IP address is there here, 192.168.190.30. From this, it got to know, yes, there is a domain controller and I need to talk to them and you need to authenticate. That was happened. Now it is asking the username and password. Put Microsoft dot slash administrator. Password is password @123. So if you go to DC01 here, domain controller, go to tools, Active Directory. If you go Active Directory users and computers, if you go to the computers here, see only the Windows 10 is there. As soon as you click on here, OK now. See password @123, I'm good. If you click on OK, it will get domain join and you will get a notification stating that welcome to the domain, something like that. As soon as you get that message, in the DC01, you will see the entry PC01. The computer object gets created in the domain controller. See, welcome to the Microsoft.com domain. Click on OK. Now my computer get restarted. See, you must restart your computer to apply changes. Yes, OK. Close. Restart now. Now we go to DC01 here and refresh. You see, PC01 must be here now. See, PC01 came now. In the domain controller, it is there. Okay. Now go to the PC01 back. Login now. Now the login also got changed. Login will be changed. It is no more local. It's a domain computer now. Now you to log in, you need to put Microsoft/administrator like that. Now click on PC01 here, send Control Delete, admin is there, you can put like slash, see Microsoft slash administrator password @123. See how you logged in. Now I'll show you how to create a user in the Active Directory here. Go to DC01. Imagine you are in a Bangalore IT department. See, under Microsoft.com, under India, under Bangalore, under IT, maybe there is a user. Let me create a new user called Mallikarjun here. Okay, Mallikarjun. He just joined Microsoft company. Okay, Mallikarjun, Mallikarjun at that Microsoft.com. Okay, fine. Password at the rate 123. Password at the rate 123. Done. User cannot change the password. Password does not match. Okay. PASSWORD at the rate 123. PASSWORD at the rate 123. Good, now finish. See, Mallikarjun got created where? Inside the Microsoft, under India, under Bangalore, under IT. Okay, now go to PC01. Microsoft authentication need to happen. So first time if you are logging in, it will take some time. If you remember now here, I have created the user account not in the local computer. I have created Mallikarjun inside the domain, correct na? So Mallikarjun is now, this Mallikarjun is a domain user, not the local user. Local user means I would have created inside the PC, correct na? So now see, administrator is logging in. Once administrator is logged in, what I will do, I will grant access to Mallikarjun to this PC01. So I created user inside the domain, but I am granting access to PC01 here. That's what I yesterday told you now at the work group environment when I was explaining. User can be created in locally in each computer in case of work group. In case of domain, we are creating the users in the domain controller, and access can be given whatever computers you wanted. So today you are here in Bangalore, you can log into Bangalore computer. So tomorrow you are going to America for business trip. There you want to access some application or server. There we can grant access to that server or computer as well.
Sir, we don't know actually what the Active Directory.
That's what. No, wait, no. This is we are still not started.
Okay, sir. And
This is
I have
all.
just.
This is all the steps actually. You need to know
Oh,
each basics. Then only the
oh,
AD will start from maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow. I'll start.
okay, okay, sir.
See here. Now if you see, who am I? Who am I? It says you are the user called administrator under the Microsoft.com domain. Okay. Now I want to grant access to Mallikarjun to this computer. How to grant? Just go to the run and type lusrmgr.msc, local user manager.msc. Then directly this users and computer opens. If you don't want commands, go to my PC, this PC, this one here, right click, click on manage. Then click on shared for users and groups here, click on users, click on groups. The same thing I opened from the command prompt. What is the command? Local user manager.msc, lusrmgr.msc. See, this is easy. Go to groups now here. Go to administrator because I would like to grant access as an administrator to Mallikarjun because he is part of IT department. Double clicking on administrator, clicking on here, and see now location is Microsoft.com. Earlier it was PC01, this was there. Now it is Microsoft.com. Select Microsoft.com because user Mallikarjun is there in IT of Microsoft. So just type MAL. You don't need to type full name also. See, Mallikarjun at the rate Microsoft.com. Whatever name start with email, everything will come here. Then you can select whatever you wanted. Okay, apply. Okay, now Mallikarjun is not created inside this PC01. He has created in the DC01. but we have given him access. Let me check whether he is able to log in or not to this computer. So now let me log in to this PC01 as Mallikarjun. Administrator is there. Just go here, other users, Microsoft slash Mallikarjun, password at the rate 123. See, Mallikarjun is now doing the authentication. See, authentication is done. His profile is now getting created. So he has got access to this PC01, and first time since he is logging in, so the profile creation will take some time. So this is how you create users in the domain controller and grant access, and also how to domain join a computer to the from work group to domain environment. Let us wait for this profile completion to happen.
Sir, one confusion, but actually DC01 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಿತ್ತು ಸರ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ.
ಏನಿತ್ತು?
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಡೊಮೇನ್ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಡೊಮೇನ್ ಇದ್ದದ್ದು DC01 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್?
ಹೌದು, DC01 ನೇ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಇರೋದು. ಸರ್ವರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗೋದು.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ನಾವು PC01 DNS ಅನ್ನು ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಅದು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ?
PC01 ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. DC01 IP address ನ I have put it in the PC01. Because inside the DC01 you have installed the DNS service.
Okay sir.
So wherever server, whatever server you have installed the DNS, you can give any IP address. Imagine in your office there are 10 DNS servers. You can give IP address of any one of the DNS server IP address, so that it will go there and check or ask to resolve my Microsoft.com to some IP address like 192.168.190.30.
Okay, sir. We need to place PC01 DNS IP means DC01 DNS IP name into PC01 DNS IP.
Exactly. The server IP address should be added in the PC. That's all.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So now you see Mallikarjun is logged in. Let me check Mallikarjun. Command prompt, I'll go and type who am I. Who am I? You see, it is Microsoft slash Mallikarjun. It is not PC01 slash Mallikarjun, because usr.msc if you put, you don't have any user created here in the users. See, there is no user called Mallikarjun because Mallikarjun is here in the domain controller. Okay? So with this, I think we have completed all the post-build activities. Okay, and today we learned about all the post-build activities, like installation of VMware tools, is properly renaming the computer, how to add in static IP address, how to check the time zone, and how to do the disk management option. Okay, and then how to create a local user account in the computer, and how to create a user in the domain controller, and how to grant access to the local user as well as the domain users, and how to do the domain joining. So all those things are very important as part of the post-build activities or post-build checklist. We also call this as operation readiness test, ORT. Okay, so with this we are completing all the prerequisites. I'm stopping the recording. If any question is there, I'll take it post this.